Okay, let's talk about adaptations. Adaptations. What are adaptations? Due to different environment, as we have discussed earlier, due to different environment situations, this can happen that our body or a plant body can make changes to a body so that it can survive in a certain environment. The basic purpose behind adaptation is the survival in a certain environment. Okay, and when we talk about the adaptive features, they are passing on from generation to generation. So their main purpose is to increase the fitness of organism or increase the survival chances. Okay, in an environment. Let me write in environment. Okay, so if we talk about plants, the plants have many adaptations. So first one is the hydrophyte. Hydrophyte. Phyte is a word we use for plants, and hydro mean what? Water. So these are water plants. Then we have mesophytes. These are the one which have the moderate form availability of water. And the last one is the xerophyte. Zero starts with X like in xylem, but it actually means zero, means lesser availability of water. Now let's talk about the different adaptations by these three plants. For example, hydrophytes, as they have water available all the time. Okay, okay, okay. Then what are the adaptations of hydrophytes? They have plenty of water available. They have plenty of water available. They are actually the water plants. They grow in water, so they need to get rid of the water. They need water, they need to get rid of the water. They need to remove extra water from them. So they have a large number of stomata. Okay. Then moreover, what do they have? They have large air spaces so that water can evaporate more easily. Large air spaces for and then they have small roots so that they can absorb less water. They don't need to get water from far-fetched places, so they have smaller roots. What else can be there? And mainly the position of stomata. The position of stomata is usually on the upper side and not on the lower side too, so that the more water can evaporate, or the in the upper epidermis. Okay. Okay. And it's in the past paper there are certain questions which are related to hydrophytes. Okay, and they have asked about the adaptive features. Then we have xerophytes, or if we can say mesophytes. So this is not part of your syllabus, but let's discuss mesophytes. What are mesophytes? They have moderate availability of water, like terrestrial plants. We have so many plants outside, so the environment we are living in is actually mesophytes. The forest are mesophytes. Okay, they have water available, but they it's not plenty of water. They have moderate amount of water. They can get water through rain. They can get water from the soil. So what is the adaptation? There are no large air spaces because they need to conserve water. The roots are okay. Let's write. There are lesser number of stomata. Very first thing, so that water can be conserved. Number two, there is the less or smaller air spaces. The roots are like spread around. They have you can say roots and root hair cells to get water from the surroundings, or you can say the roots are extensive. And then the position of stomata, it's present on the underside of leaf in the lower epidermis. Okay, are you listening to me? Okay, okay, it's in the lower epidermis. So we are talking about stomata. And then when we talk about the xerophytes, so this xerophytes has very less availability of water, so they need to conserve more and more water. So the example is cactus. Okay, they have thick succulent, they have sunken stomata, they have thick succulent stem to store water. What you have said, sunken stomata, roots are widespread. Good. What else can be? Exactly, the leaves are converted into, yes, what do we call it? Needle like spikes or needle like leaves. The thorns, spikes, needle like. Okay. Yes. Okay. So whenever they ask you question about the um, adaptation, then you have to give the structure. And if they ask about like how they're adapted to survive in a certain environment, then you have to tell why these characteristics are present. Why they have thick succulent stem to store water. Okay. Why do they have sunken stomata to prevent the evaporation of water by transpiration? Why the roots are widespread so that they can get water from the other like surroundings. Why the leaves are converted into needle like, if there are no leaves there won't be any stomata, simple, so there would be less evaporation. Okay, so this is how you explain the like adaptation to an environment. When it's adaptation you just need to write structure, but if they are asked how they are adapted to their environment or how they are suitable to live in that environment, then you have to give the reasons like why they are present. Okay, so our next topic would be the natural selection. We are done with this topic.